Hey everyone, welcome to the Playroom. I'm Woody, and with the holidays over and 2023 coming to a close, it's time to do a countdown of the top 10 figures of the year. Now, before we begin, I just have a small request. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell icon to stay notified. And if you are in a position to financially help out the channel, you can do so at my Patreon. You would have my undying gratitude, and it would be supporting this channel immensely. Link to it in the description below. Now, before I kick off this thing, please keep in mind this is my personal top 10 list, alright? So, y'all's might be different, y'all's might be similar, but still, please don't rage that I have a different opinion than y'all. With that said, let's kick it off. Honorable mentions: Masters of the Universe Revelations, Darklyn. Now, I did watch the show, and I thought she was a really cool character, and this form, it definitely screams Dami Mommy vibes, I'm not gonna lie. But still, when I saw that there was a figure of her, I was interested in having it in hand. First off, that amazing box art, that is really well done. I do love the paint that they made it look like it was a painted canvas kind of thing. So props to that. And then the figure itself, they did a really good job capturing Darklyn from the show and translating it to this figure. What minor paint applications there are on it, it does make it just pop, you know? Especially in that face sculpt. Like, that is one of the best face sculpts I've seen from Mattel. So, yeah, I definitely am happy I got this. The wired cape and the soft goods of it, too, definitely scored some points. While the accessories are minimal with just interchangeable hands and two laser or magic blast things, it is minimal, but it works for this character. So, I definitely do like it. The SH Figuarts Across the Spider-Verse Spider-Gwen. This is a really well done figure, as B stated in the review. It's got great sculpt, great paint applications. It definitely looks like she just jumped from the screen to your hands. And I just love this figure. I love the articulation. It's easily the best Spider-Gwen, in my opinion, that's on the market. However, what does hold it back is that it's pretty much the standard Spider-Gwen. This is pretty much what you would expect to get from her. There's no specialty accessories with her. It's just a standard issue. So, as well done as it is, there are some on this list that are just a bit better than her. The Marvel Legends No Way Home Green Goblin. Now, this is a really well done figure. I am not denying that. It is very well sculpted. The paint applications, while minor, do highlight a bunch of stuff, and that face sculpt is just terrific. However, what to me sets it back is that I'm paying $55 for Goblin, Glider, alternate head, and a pumpkin bomb, right? For about the same price, I can get the G.I. Joe Classified Series Trouble Bubble, and I feel I get more bang for my buck that way. So, yeah. But looking aside from the price, I definitely do love this figure. It does drive me nuts though with the ports, how he ports into the glider as those constantly pop out. Sometimes getting in position is awkward. But still, it's really well done, and I will go in depth more in this figure's review in 2024. So stay tuned for that. The Crimson Strike Team. This set, like I stated in the review of it, is easily one of the best San Diego Comic-Con exclusives we've gotten. Yes, it is mostly reuse, but there's such a good twist on it that it doesn't really bother you. It's very well done. The accessories are plentiful, and that case alone is making it worthy of getting. So believe me when I say, this is definitely a really good set and worthy of being an honorable mention. Number 10. Transformers Legacy Commander Class Armada Optimus Prime. Man, that is still a mouthful and does not get easier with time. But this figure is awesome. I still stand by that this is the best Commander class figure out there. Granted, it's the only one I own, but still. There is so much to appreciate with it, with the details, the paintwork, the sheer size of it, kind of thing. All the Armada Easter eggs thrown into it. It is really well done. I do like this figure. The thing is, I do prefer his base robot more than his commander size robot. So that's the part that kind of sucks a little bit. Where if I want him on the shelf for him to stand out, he's got to be in the big mode when I prefer him in the small mode. But still, I shouldn't really let that knock any points though, because overall, this is really well done and well deserving of being on a top 10 list. Number 9. The G.I. Joe Classified Arctic Bat. Now, this is complete reuse of the original Bat mold, but I love what they've done with it though. They took something that was already introduced, already had some repaints, and made it fresh. With its new cool white paint job, the different gear that it has that you can interchange with it, and the fact that you can take the gear and put it on your prior bats, this makes this version of the bat so unique and special that comparing it to the other bats, it's not the same thing. It's amazing how they took something that we are already familiar with, remixed it slightly, and it makes it stand out so well. So I really do love this figure. I love what they were able to do with it. So props to the G.I. Joe team. It is definitely worthy of being on this list. Number 8. The Marvel Legends Target exclusive Avengers Beyond Mightiest Heroes Black Widow. I have to say, when they announced a new Black Widow sculpt, I was over the moon. And then they showed the pictures off, and I was even more hyped, and now having it, it does not disappoint. This Black Widow is easily the best female figure we've gotten from Marvel Legends in a long time. Heck, it's even the best Black Widow figure we've gotten from them in a long, long time. Despite it being an exclusive, it does not hold it back at all, because sometimes those exclusives, you're just paying extra for the exclusivity and you don't get anything. This, you get so many accessories, new head sculpts, an entirely new body. It is just beyond amazing how well this Black Widow figure is, and I really hope that Hasbro and the Marvel Legends team take what they did with this figure and run with it, because this is easily the blueprint of something purely amazing, and it can all start with this figure. Number 7. The Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends Bucky Cap. As I stated in the review, I was super excited for this guy, and that excitement is still there. I cannot begin to tell you how giddy I get holding this guy. He is very well done. The pearlescence on the blue is just amazing. The whole thing is really well done, and using the Vulcan body mold as an upgrade works to this figure's favor. Like, it's just super well done. The accessories, while they are really minuscule, they are more fitting of the character, as he really didn't need that much. But still, I love this figure. I love seeing it on my display shelf, and it's just a really well done Bucky Cap. And I cannot wait to see the comic book Sam Cap standing next to him. You bet your ass I'm going to be getting that thing. Number 6. G.I. Joe Classified Series San Diego Comic-Con Chuckles. Now, what makes this set, in my opinion, better than the Crimson Strike team is just how unique this character is. He's not a redo of a previously already made character kind of thing. This is his first introduction, and they hit the ground running. He has such a unique look, his accessories are pretty unique to him, and that display piece that you get with his box, that is so well done. I love that it tells a story. I love that the accessories tell a story with him. It is just all around really well done, and I do love this set. I love it more than the Crimson Strike team, in all honesty. So, yeah, it's definitely a really well done figure for this year. Number 5. Rise of the Beast Studio Series Optimus Prime. Now, I did state that this was the best movie studio Optimus Prime we've gotten, and that is true. But that truck mode does hold it back. But if that's the one flaw that comes with this guy, then fine, because he is practically perfect. The articulation has been definitely upped since the Bumblebee movie Optimus. The detail work, the proportions, just this figure is very well done. What accessories you do get with him, yes, it's just 2, but they bring so much to the character. So it's really well done. It's just a really huge shame that this was a Target exclusive, and I heard so many stories on Twitter that people could not get theirs. And that is a shame, because a figure like this deserves to be in anyone's hands who wants him. I guarantee it that it is a really well done figure. Hopefully they do reissue it down the line in a general release. Number 4. Gamer Edition Studio Series Optimus Prime. Now, this thing, it blew me away. This was their first dip into the gamer line, and it's with an Optimus Prime design that I cherish deeply. I played the ever-living hell out of that War for Cybertron game, both campaign and multiplayer. This design of Optimus stuck with me, and they translated it perfectly into figure form. There is hardly any flaws to it. The only things I can really bring up is just the weirdness of the chest windows, how they were silver, but still, it is really, really well done. The only other flaw I can think of is that axe. But yeah, the paint could have been better, but it's still sculpted really well. I love this figure to pieces. In my opinion, it looks both great in robot mode and vehicle mode. It captures Optimus Prime perfectly from the game, and I highly recommend, if you can find him, pick him up. Number 3. G.I. Joe Classified Series Lowlight. Now, in comparison to the other figures on this, Lowlight doesn't seem like he'd be up there. I mean, yeah, he kind of just looks like a normal dude in military drab. But there is more to this guy than what you would see at a glance. For starters, I love that it looks like he hasn't been sleeping well, and that's due to his character constantly having nightmares. They captured that perfectly in toy form. His accessories, while, yeah, they can be drab, they are really well done. I love the fact that you can assemble the sniper rifle like a professional would, and it all fits in the case. They didn't have to do that. They could just said, here's the case with a molded in sniper rifle. But no, you get to take apart the rifle and put the pieces in, which leads to such good creativity, whether it's display options or toy photography, stop motion, anything you can imagine. This character has the ability to pull off because such care and dedication went into his design and accessories. This figure is all around a really great figure, and I highly recommend picking him up. Number 2. G.I. Joe Classified Series Agent Helix. As I stated in my review of her, this is easily one of the best female figures G.I. Joe has done, and in my opinion, even Hasbro has done in general. I feel that this character was done really well. The articulation is great, the sculpt, the paint apps, while yes, there were some paint mishaps on mine, not enough to get furious about. the fact that she is such a unique piece too in the G.I. Joe classified line is just awesome. The accessories she comes with are unique to her. They just, there's so much good stuff with her. She is even better, in my opinion, compared to the Marvel Legends Black Widow that I listed prior. So the fact that this team is doing so well with their female figures is just mind blowing, and Agent Helix is at the top of that list. And the number one figure of 2023 is... Now, allow me to paint a picture for you. Say it's Christmas morning, you're rushing down as a little kid, you're opening your presents, and you get that one toy that just fills your heart with glee, and you just think of it as the best thing in the world. And I have to say, growing up, you get a little bit of that feeling, but you never really truly recapture it. Well, this set did, for it is the G.I. Joe Classified Series HasLab HissTank. Now, some people may say I'm cheating in this, but I do not care. It is a full set, everything is included, so I say it counts. And I'm sorry, this set is really, really beautifully done. It is so perfectly sculpted, detailed, the accessories, the lighting features. I feel like a little kid playing with this thing again, like just rolling it around, hearing the satisfactory sound of those treads. I feel like a little kid again and playing with something that I was dead set on wanting for Christmas. It just fills so much sparks of joy that I had not felt fully in a long time, and I am so happy that I managed to snag this set. Special shout out to my sister who was able to get one for me on the aftermarket price, as I did not fund it. I wasn't interested in it, and I immediately regretted it. So sis, if you're seeing this, I'm gonna start crying soon, because this set is really well done. Thank you. This is easily the best figure set of 2023. I just hope that those who want it can get it or have gotten it, because this is really, really beautiful. And that's my top 10 list of the best figures of 2023. But I understand that this list may differ from other people's. It might be similar, it might be different. But that's the beauty of this hobby. Everyone has their own opinions and feelings to what makes their figures of the year the best, the worst. It's just all around about that feeling of joy we get from these things. And so please do treat each other kindly with everyone's opinions. While they may be different than yours, it's still a valid opinion. So what did you guys think? Are they similar? Are they different than yours? Why don't you let me know down in the comments below? I'd love to see your top 10 list. And while you're there, do leave a like. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so with the link in the description below. I will be posting news and updates there, and I will try to be bringing my toy photography over to Twitter. So keep an eye out for that. And as I stated earlier, I do have a Patreon if you're in the position to financially help out the channel. I would be eternally grateful if you did. And that's it. Hope 2023 kept you guys happy. I hope 2024 will continue that streak. Till then, I'll see you next year.